One of the greatest, and it was mentioned 2 days ago, one of the greatest narratives of the Old Testament is Abraham, commanded to carry his son Isaac to Mount Moriah and to sacrifice him there. And let me repeat what was said. Listen to the language. Take now your son, your only son, whom you loved, Isaac, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains, of which I will tell you. And the burden was laid on the old man. And you can see him as in obedience and yet great sorrow, he makes his way toward the mountain. He prepares the altar, prepares the wood, lays his son, stretches him out, uncovers the flint knife that may have been the very knife he used to circumcise the boy. He rears up, draws back his hand, and his will gives in to the will of God. And at that moment, his hand is stayed. And then Abraham is told, Jehovah Jireh provided a ram. I don't want to be bold, and I want no laughter from this statement, but in my presence, don't ever use the terminology Jehovah Jireh with regard to a house or a Mercedes or prosperity. Because, my dear friend, you will have a fight on your hands. He will provide a ram. And all of us hear that story, and we're just, what a beautiful ending to that story. What a beautiful ending. No, it's not the ending. It's the intermission. Century after century after century rolls by. A curtain is closed. And then 2,000 years ago, it opens again. And there hangs God's Son, His only Son, whom He loves. And He takes the knife out of Abraham's hand and He thrusts it in the breast of His own Son. One poet said, offer up the sacrifice. All creation sends forth the call. Offer up the sacrifice. One life to pay for them all. Offer up the sacrifice. The innocent one, the righteous one must be slain. Offer up the sacrifice and bring man back to God again. We are ambassadors of this pearl. We are ambassadors of this treasure. How can it be, brethren? Flee from here. Flee from here and go to your studies and seek Him out and seek Him out and seek Him out, that you may reveal more and more and more of Him to your people. And to the degree that they grasp this, if their hearts are truly regenerate, they will grow in holiness. They will grow in devotion. And then go out into the streets. Don't wrangle about politics. Don't fight with men about certain ethical standards. Proclaim who God is and what God has done. Go tell it on a mountain. But before you go to the mountain, make sure that when you open up your mouth, something comes out. And know this, all the knowledge in the world apart from prayer, all the knowledge in the world without the Spirit of the living God will avail you nothing. Men,